To have a picture perfect face, you also need to groom your brows, and I'll show you today how we can do them really well. Hi, I'm Pallavi Symons, your makeup expert at Glamrs.com. Today we're going to focus on doing a really strong brow, and I'm going to pair it with really minimal makeup, almost no makeup on the eyes but for mascara, and a really bold mouth. So I'm going to get started. I've prepped her face with foundation and powder, and I'm going to start on her brows. First, use a brush like this. It's a brow brush, it's a grooming brush. Just pick up the hair in the direction of the growth. So if it happens to be this way, growing down, just pick it up, because this immediately widens the eyebrow. Particularly this area, you want this hair to stand up, making it look fuller. This way you can see immediately what kind of gaps you need to really fill. So normally the makeup that you use along with a very strong brow is very minimal, so maybe a very thin eyeliner or just mascara. Make sure that you already decide how thick you want your eyebrows to be. The best way to do that is to make sure that you never pass below the curve of the nose. Then it will look too thick here in the center. Using an angled brush like this, just dip the slant into the product. Don't dip it flat, so you actually dip the product like that. I'm using Le Regard Pro, which is by Lancome. It's an eyes and brow kit. So it comes with neutral shadows and a brow shadow and a tweezer and a brush to go with it, so it's perfect. Make sure that the color that you pick for your brows is not black, because black can make it look really harsh. I'm going to first decide how far I want to go with her eyebrow. I'm not going to make it too thick, but also remember that it has to look natural. So once you decide how far you want to go down, make sure that the strokes inside of the brow are longer and straight. This will resemble the natural hair growth the best. And once the hair begins to slant naturally, simply turn the brush and fill in. Follow the growth of the hair so it doesn't look unnatural and lined. Just keep this brush handy, the grooming brush, because you want to pick up hair and fill in, so you know where to draw the lines. And use your own eyebrow as a guideline. Don't go too far from it. Make sure you work the hair into the spaces so none of the little gaps show. And when you use the color, make sure you use the least amount of product in the inner corner of your eyebrows, because that's where the hair growth is the least. It's actually quite separated. Now once you've done that, groom the hair back. Just repeat on the other side. And two eyebrows are never the same, so don't fret if you think this one looks different from the other. Like in makeup, we say eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So everybody has a higher arch on one side or more hair growth on one side. Don't fret about it, just make sure that it looks balanced the best that you can. I'm going to use the lighter color that's right here, the beige, with an eyeshadow brush, and clean up right here so you don't see any of the remnants of the brow powder. This way it looks sharp and you're very sure of the shape you've created. What this will do is it will focus on the brow, making it a really sharp look. Clean up above as well with a foundation or a foundation powder. So as you can see, there's a huge difference between her left brow and her right brow. So I'm getting on with the next eyebrow. Work close to the roots and then fill in the color. Once you're done doing that, just re-groom your brows. Now, the best thing to do would be to finish off with a clear gel. To set the brows, I'm going to use a Brow and Lash Gel by Body Shop. I'm just going to tease the hairs up. The reason I'm doing this is your hair will stay in place. Now that the brows are done, I'm going to pair it with really simple makeup, and because the focus of this look is the eyebrows, you're going to keep the rest of the eyes simple. You don't want to draw attention away from the eyebrows. And then I'm going to do a really hot red mouth, which will completely set off this look. So using the same palette, I'm using the lighter color in the palette just to simply put a bit of color in the crease so it doesn't look naked. And when you do a look like this, you can use one of these nude or natural shades to color in here, just under the inside of your brows. What this will do is make the eyebrows more intense. Continue to just color into the crease. And you can use a bit of the beige again to give the lids right there in the center a bit of pop. So even at the end of the whole eye makeup, it still looks really natural, almost nude. And it's not flat, so you still have, a bit of the crease shaped. Now I'll give her eyelashes a really good curl. So the mascara that I will apply will open her eyes, and the curling will help that. And to complement that, I'm going to use a generous sweep of mascara by Bourjois. It's called Volume Glamour Max Definition. Clumpier the better, because this is the only color on the eyes apart from the brows. So really dark, really close to the roots, because that will help you shape the eye without a liner. And this is optional, you can do your lower lashes or not. And just to make this look completely come alive, I'm going to use a really hot red lipstick by Revlon Colourburst. It's called Ruby. Just work it into your lips carelessly, or you can be really precise with using a liner. This works really well even if you did a really matte nude look. And yeah, you have it. It really makes your face look way younger. The eyebrows stand out without losing clarity. The mouth complements the eyebrows. So this is a look we recommend at Glamrs.